The top speed of the Bugatti Veyron is 253 miles an hour.
58, 206, I'm going faster than I can speak.
That's faster than a commercial plane takes off at. It's faster than a fighter jet takes off at. It's even faster than the top speed of the Formula 1 cars. Doing 253 miles an hour in a Veyron would make you one of the fastest things travelling on the ground.
Oh, bloody hell, look at the speed of that.
But today, we're going to attempt the top speed of the Veyron and go faster than I've ever gone before. And in order to do this top speed, the Bugatti needs a very specific list of things.
Get in! We've got top speed mode!
Which proved to be a lot harder than I first thought.
No, this car's just gone, isn't it?
Oh, you've
Got no reverse or anything, all the lights are on the dash.
But before we tackle those things, first, the car needs building. The reason we had to strip this whole car apart was to literally get off all of the wrap that was originally on it. It was wrapped completely in white, and I wanted to know whether the actual paint underneath was any good. And we got away with some panels, but not all of them. We had to get the rear bumper repainted because it had loads of stone chips all on the inside of the bumper now. But it's been fully painted, it's nice and fresh, and this blue is looking really good. But the kind of light blue and the dark blue combination is, it's not really my style. So I want to get it exactly how I want it, because I never thought I'd ever own a Veyron. All the light blue stuff on this car, we're going to change. I don't know if it's going to be the right decision or not, but let's see. I think we've gone for the classy, a classy colour, unlike him. Oh, it looks like a spacesuit. This colour is satin metallic silver. I really hope this is going to work. The reason I'm going for that is because I feel like the interior is, look, it's got that like silver and then dark blue. It is like I like the kind of chrome and dark blue. The whole car's got this like chrome and dark blue feel going on. Even the roof scoops, look, they're kind of like chrome there, dark blue. I don't know what this is going to look like when it goes on, but let's see. The first step to applying the wrap is to measure out the side for the door. Once we've got that measured, we can start cutting it and then laying it up to the panel. Then we can peel the backing off and start applying it to the door. But I'm still unsure what it's going to look like. Don't know yet. I've committed. Sometimes when you put the wrap on the cars, it's really hard to tell what it's going to look like until you get to the very last panel and everything's all on. And I think that's going to be the same with the Veyron. Now I'm cutting the wrap down, being careful not to touch any of the paint. Okay, that's one door complete. I still can't make my mind up with it. I still can't. I don't know what it's going to look like yet until I see this against that dark blue, like properly. But the wrap looks good. The finish looks really nice. Happy with that. I think I'm going to move on to the front wing next, which means I've got to put the front wing on and then I can wrap that. But so far, because the car's quite smooth, it's not too difficult to actually lay the wrap. Let's go on to the front wing, and there's not much left to do after that, to be honest. It's always easier to wrap the panels when they're actually fitted to the car. That way, when you're pulling and heating it up, the panel's not going to follow you around the workshop. Again, the satin silver on this front wing brings out the body lines so much better. Once I've got all the creases out the wrap, it's time to cut it all down and heat the edges to make sure it's never going to lift. And that's one wing complete. Now to the other side. The doors are so flat, it makes them really easy to wrap. So in no time, the other door was wrapped. And then finally, back on to the front right wing. Heating it, stretching it, and then cutting it to size. Front bumper has been painted. Got to wrap these blue bits. So we're going to stick it on the car, a few bolts in it, knifeless tape around it, and hopefully do a nice job wrapping this blue bit and keeping the dark blue bit. Let's go. Now the bumper is 2 different colours, but all of the light blue we're going to be getting rid of. So we've hung the bumper onto the car. I'm putting on some masking tape, so when I do run my blade to cut the wrap, I'm not going to cut into the paint. And now I'm laying knifeless tape down. This is going to allow me to cut the wrap without using my knife. You can see here the wrap gets laid down. Then I'm lifting up the knifeless tape, which is almost like a fishing line, which cuts the wrap from underneath, and then I can pull the excess away like this. Gives me a nice straight line, and there's no risk of me cutting that fresh paint. Everything that needs to be wrapped has been wrapped now. I've done 2 front wings. I've done the little side blades. I'm unsure about the bonnet yet. I don't know. I'm going to have a look when it's all together when I'm going to wrap the bonnet. I have done the mirrors as well. So I've done the mirrors in satin silver. Remember, in the last video, I broke this. I'm hoping we have a solution for this later on in the video. But for now, we can start building up the entire car. There's a few things we are going to need to do top speed, which we will get to, but let's visually start building it up. This is going to be one crazy job and huge time lapse. Let's get to it. First thing to go on is the rear bumper. This has been to the body shop, it's got some fresh paint on it, the carbon splitter has been bolted back to it, then we can fit it straight up to the car, bolted it down in the middle, and the 4 bolts which hold it to the side. 1 rear bumper on. Another thing I mentioned in the last video is that I was going to get these throttle body covers painted, and they've finally come back from the body shop, colour matched in that dark blue. So we're now going to fit them to the engine bay, and that looks a whole lot better. Next step, the side skirt, again in this dark blue colour, which is also fresh from the body shop, as it had a few stone chips in it. This lines up to the side of the car, and then there's loads of bolts down the middle which hide underneath the seal. Once that's all in, the car is coming together slowly. I can then move on to the other side to put the other side skirt on, and then there's these small panels which sit just behind the door. They bolt in the same way the side skirts go in, and then the door shut can bolt in on the top of that. A few final adjustments on that to get the door shuts good, and both sides are looking really nice. Now we can move on to the front. Washer bottle's got to go in before the front wing goes in. Then we can hang the front wing onto the car, making sure to get the panel gaps perfect. We don't want any whistling when we're trying to attempt this top speed. And quickly enough, both front wings are in place. Then a scuttle panel can go in place. This has got to bolt in first before we put the window wipers back on. And the wipers just bolt on like any normal car. 1 bolt and then a plastic cap over the top to stop that bolt from rusting away. After that, storage, if you can call it that. There's not much of it, but that just slides in place with a few bolts. This is a bit that I weren't too sure about. I'm still 50-50. Do I go full front end silver, roof silver, or do we keep it like Bugatti spec with the blue down the bonnet? Let's have a look. The bonnet is just held in with 2 bolts each side. Then we can see what it looks like. I just can't tell. I still can't tell. The blue, like, you know, any other car, if you had a different colour bonnet, I'd be like, no. It's looking cool, I'm not 100% convinced, but I do think if we wrap the bonnet silver, it's going to throw it off the roof.
Yeah, definitely.
So then that means we'd then have to wrap the roof, and then is then that going to look weird with the engine cover at the back, which is over there? Is that going to need to be silver as well? And then it might throw it all off. So maybe we might be keeping it. It's still really hard to tell how this is going to look, and I'm on the fence. All we can do is continue to build it up and see what it looks like at the end. The next thing to go on are the intakes for the engine. Then Morris Designs come down because he's made us a sticker out of the satin silver wrap that's going to go on the rear wing. The HWBT logo, nice and subtle underneath there. You won't really see it unless the car's hard on the brakes, and the wing will fly up almost vertical. Then the door handles can go in. These were already silver, but I had them lacquered in a satin lacquer to give it the same sort of finish as the wrap. After that, I can start putting in the wing mirrors, building them all up, and then finally slotting in the glass.
I wish it was the other way around.
Once the door's built, time to put on the door card, connect up the electrical connection, then the cable for the handle, put in all the bolts, and make sure it's all clipped in.
Yeah, you've got options.
With that done, it's time for the rear quarters. You might notice on the rear quarters as well that the fuel cap and the oil cap on the corners were a chrome finish, and we also had them done in the satin lacquer as well to give it the same finish as the front of the car. With them on, we can put in the grille for the exhaust and then the engine cover at the back. Not forgetting to connect up the rear lights, then it can all slide in place and tighten onto the car. Just the rubber seals to go in, and that is job done there. It's looking so good. I'm literally, my class level is rising right now. But we've got the body panels in, which is now going to help us do top speed. We needed the body panels on to do top speed. Missing a few little things, couple of bolts, but we've got them ordered. They're just random bolts. But in order for us to do top speed, we not only need body panels, we're also going to need the secret ingredient in this car, which, if you look down here, there's a separate key. And that unlocks top speed mode. Now, originally I thought it gives you extra horsepower, but you do still have the 1,000 horsepower all the time. The difference that key does is it puts it in top speed mode, which stops that rear wing from coming up when you get into a certain speed, slowing it down. So that wing will go down flat, car lowers down, and it's go all out to top speed. The issue is you get a speed key with the car, and that's a separate little key. You turn it, and then it activates top speed mode. But when I bought the car, I only had one key. This key, I think, will activate it because it does go in and it does turn. All it needs to do is do half a turn like that, and that's it. It activates top speed mode. The issue is you need to do it when it's running. And when this key is inside the ignition, you can't remove it else it'll turn the car off. So either need two of these keys. We think this is going to work, or it might not work. We don't know. But what we've been told is that that slot down there and the key, all it is a Volkswagen Touareg, is that how you say it? Touareg? Volkswagen Touareg passenger airbag key. So, I don't know. These look quite familiar to each other. And apparently this thing will go in and you can activate top speed mode by just doing that. But if I can keep this key and have a spare key which turns the top speed key, and it is literally just the blade, I think we're onto a winner. And that's why we've got Dips from P1 Auto Keys, and I'm hoping he can make me a speed key. Now the speed key from Bugatti looks really fancy, and it even comes in this special box. To replace it, Bugatti wouldn't give us a price, but there's rumours that it's over $10,000. The speed key, is it possible to get a price on that?
We can order, we don't have to take prepayments on any keys for any of the manufacturers. Obviously we'll need that documentation from you, but yeah, if you can order the key, bring it here. There is a little bit of a coding process on it. It's half an hour maximum.
Oh, perfect.
So yeah, it probably makes sense to bring it up and get that done while you're here, to be honest with you, man.
Bugatti are also saying it needs coding, but this wouldn't be the case if it's literally just the blade of the key. Well, we're about to find out whether we can do this all ourselves.
What we can do is we can check if it's got a coil in where the key slot is.
Right.
So if it's got a coil, it means that it is coded. If it's not got a coil, so the coil is basically what energizes the chip inside the key when you actually start the car. So if it has got one of them and it's actually coded in any way, then we'll know straight away. So like switch detection. So we can put that in the slot, hold this next to it, and it should detect if there's a transponder. No, nothing. It should detect a coil, and there's just nothing there. Yeah, so it's just a dummy. It's basically just a slot.
Wow. Something hyped up to be so special could just be a key slot. So it's over to Dips now to see if he can create a key which goes into that slot. What his machine is doing here is scanning my original key, taking the pattern off it, and now he's putting a blank blade. And his machine is going to cut out the same shape that's in my Bugatti key. With that done, he now needs to put the blade into a housing. It's held in with a few pins, which he's knocking in now, and that's one replica key made. But will it work in the slot? At least it's French. Shall we see if it twists?
Try it.
Well, it works.
But now let's try and start the car and see if it changes anything on the dash.
Start. Okay, so the speed key doesn't do anything at the minute, but I think you've got to have it in the exact right setting. So that I think wheels got to be on the floor, TPMS has got to be in, tyres got to be to the correct temperature, steering wheel's got to be straight, all the doors, all the windows have got to be closed, and then it will say top speed mode activated. The annoying thing is that it doesn't tell me whether it's like, it should say not, you know when you try and launch control a car, it will say like not available, but it doesn't say anything. So, but I'm sure you put it in, turn it, and then it says it afterwards.
Well, we know there's definitely no transponder in that key because there's no coil there.
Yeah.
So it's not going to look for a
all
chip.
All it is the key.
Yeah,
all it is the key.
Yeah.
So as far as we're aware, that is our new speed key.
Yeah. Bugatti.
Okay, jobs now. And one job we're about to do is rectify a mistake we made on the last video. The next thing we're going to need, if we're going to go anywhere near 200 mile an hour, we need all the under trays on. The idea is to make it as flat as possible under here, so it's nice and smooth so the air can run under it, creates that suction down to the ground. But some of you may have noticed in the last video, and thank you to those who shouted it out, I told you guys what oil is needed to service the front Haldex. Ordered that oil, turns out the wrong oil came and we put the wrong oil in. So the oil that's actually needed is 101172, which is what I said in the video, but this is what arrived, and I couldn't tell the difference because it's wrote in German. This says Haldex on it, and this says Lingers starboard. It could drain back out the wrong fluid. It only takes 500 millilitres, so it's quite important that we had the right fluid in it, and then we can put the Haldex fluid in it. Back we go again. An easy mistake to make, but thankfully rectified before we even took the car for a drive. So it's out with the drain plug, out with the Haldex filter, and then we can put the Haldex filter and the drain plug back in, syringe up some of the actual Haldex fluid and push it in the fill plug on the side until it starts pouring out again, and then we can reinsert the fill plug on the side. All done. In the last video, when I removed the mirror, I broke it. And obviously I can't get one of these mirrors. So, I ordered another one, which actually I found on eBay with the same Arabic writing. But unfortunately, the guy who sold it me also broke his when removing it. So we've got two broken mirrors, which I was gonna choose which one was the best one to put in. But we also have an option here, put to size mirror glass, which we can stick over the top, which I don't know whether it's going to work yet or not, but it is MOT approved and it's worth a shot. And by sticking it over the top, I can also keep the heated mirror function as well, because it will still heat it. So let's give it a go. Now, I'm aware that there are people that can cut glass to size, and that's what I thought I'd ordered. And I even bought a glass cutting kit, but what turned up was this kind of piece of paper which you cut down to size. And it was only about £8, so if it works, and if it doesn't, we can always replace it. But as we're going on the road, I did want to make sure that I am able to see out of both of my mirrors.
Oh wow.
So maybe it makes the reflection a little bit distorted, but it should be a lot better once it sits flat inside that wing mirror. And to be honest, it isn't actually too bad. And we can always peel it off to reveal the original one underneath. Before we get the car back on the ground, we've got to put on all of the under trays apart from the very front one, which we can't put on yet because we don't have the front bumper on the car because we haven't received the front splitter yet. And speaking of that, if you remember in the first video, you can see how chewed up the front splitter was. So my dad removed it from the front bumper and we sent it to Exclusive Composites. And what he did was actually amazing. Sanding down and removing all of the damage on that carbon splitter in attempts to repair it.
They've got this fixing that's at the front that goes through the splitter and into the front bumper, and it's spaced by these little stainless stanchions. So 2 of these got ripped out from the previous owner of some sort, so I've got new ones manufactured a bit better than this. These look like they're bolts that have been ground down, so we've got better ones. I've got them, but I haven't got these, so what we're going to do is make a bit of a drawing now and get these sent over to Bob.
So whilst the hardware has been sent to Bob for him to make, Exclusive Composites are on with repairing this front splitter, laying over fresh carbon and reinforcing the whole thing. I don't exactly know how he's able to get this back to looking OEM, but the way he's done it should be stronger than before. I know the splitter gets put into some kind of vacuum through each stages of the resin, and then it goes into an oven to cure. It comes out in a satin finish until it's finally ready for that gloss lacquer. And once the lacquer's applied, it can all be polished up and it is literally good as new. And whilst he was doing that, Bob was over at the machine shop making the hardware so I can install the splitter onto the original bumper. He's just got to make these spacers, which are made out of stainless steel so they don't rust at the front of the car, but they are an odd shape. They have thread guiding through the middle, and then they're sort of thinner and then expand out on the outside.
We're nearly at the grand finale of fitting the front bumper and under trays, but there's some final things to go on, which is these brake ducts, which were on the car probably since the birth of it, and I bought some more off eBay, cut them to size, and these go on. These are not going to last 10 years because they move with the steering of the car, so they're going in and out constantly, and yeah, it's not the best design in the world, but I guess it works for 5 to 10 years, I guess.
A lot of the older supercars had this style of brake ducting, even the Murcielago, but I think after seeing it deteriorate over years, manufacturers decided to change it all. Because it looks like you're going to have to replace these brake ducts fairly often, but to be honest, they're not that expensive and it wasn't too bad of a job. But now we've got fresh ones in, which is hopefully going to allow us to start when we're flying over 200 miles an hour.
And coming up, oh, I can already see from here, it looks like 10 times better. Look at that. How long? That was like a week. Now I'm going to ruin you though, because everyone's going to bring you carbon stuff and expect to have it done in a week. That looks mega. Oh, I'm going to be so upset if I hit that on the floor. That looks absolutely mega. Like brand new.
Yeah.
Oh my days. What can I do to like protect that?
PPF would be the best.
Guys.
So thank you to Exclusive Composites for fully restoring that splitter. If you need any carbon work, you know where you need to go. And of course, Bob came through with the hardware. And the next thing to do with it is protect it with PPF. And that's what Wax is Dead is here for. They've actually been here fully PPF in the car. And they actually did all this before we wrapped it. That way the paint is protected underneath the wrap, so if I ever want to pull the wrap off, then all the paint's going to be fresh underneath. So again, another thanks to the Wax is Dead guys. With the front splitter PPF, I can now slot on the bumper to the splitter and it fits perfectly. Just the bolts now to hold it all in place, and once this bumper's all built up, we can finally fit it to the car. I can't wait to see this Bugatti on the road. It slots up to it, there's a few bolts each side, but with the bumper in, it's now going to allow us to fit both headlights in place. It's looking so good already. Some of you might notice that these are the upgraded headlights, almost like a facelift, and apparently this was like a £20,000 modification. And to be honest, I think it was worth it. It really updates the front of the car. Liam's put the left in, I've put the right hand side in, and now it's time for the arch linings. This is also going to be a crucial part of going over 200 mile an hour, because under the arch linings is the antenna for the TPMS sensors. And this car's got to be completely faultless if we want to activate that top speed mode, which means getting the tyre pressures right, and it's not going to know whether they're right or not if we don't have TPMS sensors.
Yeah. That does look really nice.
And the final part to be fitted to the Bugatti is the front under tray. And inside this under tray, there's actually active aero, which opens and closes with the hydraulic system. And we're going to need that for top speed as well. So at the minute, we put the body panels on the car, we've made a speed key, but in order to activate the speed key, the car needs to be 100% faultless. And we haven't drove this car since we've done the service on it. So let's go take it for its first test drive.
We're going to test out the car for the first time since servicing it. We have just fully committed to it and built the whole car up. So we're going to go on a small drive to make sure everything works, and then hopefully sort out the wheel situation. To do that, we need to put registration plates on, and we've got, of course, a cool reg from Car Reg. So thanks so much, Car Reg, for sorting us out with BMX 1X. That is going to look mint on the back of the Bugatti Veyron. That looks crazy. I've popped a link in the description box below if you want to get a personal reg, and a discount code as well where you get a free reg with that personal reg. Let's pop this on and let's get going on the first drive.
This has been an incredible journey. Not only with this car, but also from the moment I decided I was going to repair cars on YouTube.
What I need to actually change.
Working on that Audi TT in the restaurant car park, to then progressing through so many different cars with all of your guys' support, has led me on to live this crazy life. And I want to thank you all for that. And now look, I'm about to take out and drive my own Bugatti Veyron for the first time. I guess hard work really does beat talent. And if you've only just recently been a part of this journey, now this is a great time to subscribe.
House. Yeah. Whoa, yes. Looking shiny. The wheels, I can't wait for the wheels. Can't wait for the wheels. Because those wheels is not.
Now there is a very specific reason that we need to change the wheels, but we'll get onto that in a bit. Now we need to drive this thing.
Right, let's get going. Off we go, no pressure, only driving about 1.5 million quid.
I can't believe you're going to attempt to go 200 mile an hour in this thing.
I know, that's going to be scary as anything.
Just left the unit, straight to the wrong way.
Yeah. It's so scary, especially because she just put it all together. This feels weird.
It's driving smooth.
Yeah, it doesn't drive like a 1.5 million quid. Like, you know, like you don't. It feels like you're driving a Golf. Oh no.
What?
We're in limp mode. Oh no. Yeah, we've got no power. Well, we got about. We didn't even make it a mile.
Something was wrong already.
Damn. Oh, engine light's gone off. Engine light's gone off now.
But then the engine light cleared and we had another fault.
That's weird.
Why is it doing that?
Is it like adjusted?
I've got no indicators.
Weird.
Yeah, I've got no indicators. Yeah, isn't there not meant to be a light that flashes on the dash for indicators?
Yeah, you ain't got anything, mate.
When I pressed the stalk,
No indicators.
nothing happened.
Oh yeah, the rears are working, the rears are working. Rears are working, this is working. Go again, press the hazards. Yeah, they are working, it's a store.
But when I put the hazards on, the indicators would work.
Do you have the engine light still?
No, but I think what I need to do is put my foot down and see if that engine light goes on.
Should we go run it and see if the engine light happens?
Yeah. Okay.
The engine light was on for a bit.
Still pulls, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's weird. Like the engine light's gone off again.
But would come straight back off.
I don't know why it does that.
It seemed to drive fine.
Handles well.
Really well.
Oh yeah, it's driving good. It's driving
The
good.
more we drove it,
No engine
the
light.
better the car got. But I don't want to be driving a car worth over £1 million on the road without indicators. That's asking for an accident. This diagram explains how the horn works, and it's a really similar way of how the indicators work. The power goes through a fuse, into a relay, and then branches off from the relay to a switch on the steering wheel, and then also branches off for the relay to the horns, or the indicators in this case. Now, because we have the indicators when we press the hazard lights, it makes me think that they're on a separate relay, but we don't have anything when we press the stalk. So I think our first place to check, as we previously learned, is with the fuses.
Why the indicator fuse would have gone, I don't know. Never heard of them going. Unless the lights aren't plugged in properly. But no, because the indicators do work, don't they? All of them are working.
Yeah, and you were saying it would flash fast if there was an issue, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So we think the fuse board is stored under this carpet here.
Oh, they all dropped out. Okay. Oh my days.
And there's a whole lot of fuses.
You're going to test every single one of them?
Oh my days. I think we've got to. Multimeter!
Because we don't have any fuse diagrams, we have no idea what each fuse does. So we've got no other option now but to test every single one. Remember, there's 2 fuse boxes in the engine bay and 1 in the interior here. We're hoping the one for this indicator stalk is in the interior. So here we go, checking the continuity of every single fuse.
Okay, they're all good. Apart from these little ones, I've not checked them.
I think we should check it just in case.
Check
I know it's annoying, but like...
Pliers.
We've had it before, haven't we, where it's like, if we don't do that, it's like...
Yeah.
I couldn't get the multimeter on the smaller fuses, so I was having to remove each individual one to check them. And I found something.
No, that could be broke. That one's not working.
Come on, be an indicator.
Please.
What is it?
5 amp. Why would that break though? Put it back in, yeah, it's true. Right, 5 amp in, give it a go. Put the ignition on. Put the indicator, come on.
3, 2, 1.
Yes! Come on! Yes! What the hell?
Left. Right.
Yes! Come on!
Another problem solved by a little fuse.
Wish us luck. Come on, Beth! You're gonna work now.
Hopefully now I get a faultless Bugatti driving on the road. Let's see. Yeah.
That looks better.
Looks better. Don't trust it though. But let's go.
Now everything was driving fine, and the only light which come on the dash was for the TPMS, and the place we was actually planning to drive to was going to resolve that issue. The indicators kept working and the car was driving good, but then that dreaded engine light come back. After a little bit of driving, it just sounded like the car was randomly misfiring again.
Yeah, I'm in limos. We're gonna go fill it with fuel. Let's see if it's just some old fuel in the tank. And it didn't like it.
Now the car was low on fuel, so it could be this.
Oh my, I've never seen a fuel camera like that.
158 quid. everything's just a rip off of this car, isn't it? What it drives like with the new tank of fuel.
Now, the engine light had gone solid, which is an improvement, but let's see if it's fixed the issue.
Straight back in left. Okay, so it's not fuel.
So the issue can't be the fuel. It's got to be something else causing that misfire. So we had to head back to the unit to plug in the diagnostic tool to see exactly what the issue is.
Cylinder 16.
And there was a misfire coming from cylinder 16. Now, could it be one of the only things that we didn't replace in the service was the coil packs because we couldn't get them in time? And has that now come back up to bite us? Luckily, we only have to strip one side of the car apart to get to cylinder number 16. Then we can pull the coil pack out of it. Is this the issue for the misfire?
So this is the coil pack we think is causing the issue. We hope it is the coil pack. It's just coming from one cylinder, so it points towards the coil pack because we changed the spark plug. And Bertie has flew down and took out a Bentley W12 coil pack, which does look exactly the same. On the top, the length, everything, even the seal, it's almost the same. There's slight differences. The only thing it doesn't have are these little rubber bits here, which I don't know why. We're gonna give it a go and see how it gets on, but they've absolutely flew down here at like 11 o'clock at night. Let's put these seals on, switch them over, put the coil pack in. In fact, I'm gonna put this in cylinder number 15 because then I'll put an original coil pack in cylinder number 16, and then we'll know when we start it if this coil pack doesn't work because the misfire will go to 15, and we'll know then if it's definitely a coil pack because we'll still have a misfire in cylinder 16. Brain it.
Okay, so we've got a coil pack out of a Bentley with a W12 engine. The coil pack looks exactly the same, and we ended up putting that coil pack into cylinder 14 because it was easier to get to. But as I was doing that, I noticed something.
Oh, that went on well further than these ones.
So do you think maybe the 16 one wasn't all the way in?
Might not have been.
Some of the coil packs weren't fully snug up to the spark plug. So could that be our problem in the first place? Either way, the Bentley coil pack is now on cylinder 14, and I've switched one of our good coil packs onto the cylinder 16.
That isn't in fully proper. It's just in for now. We're gonna see how this runs like. We might have to clear the codes because we had an engine light every time, didn't we? But we could start it and see first, then we may have to clear the codes. But let's see if it runs. I think we'll know immediately if that Bentley the coil pack doesn't work. We might know immediately. Let's give it a go. If it's 16, there's something wrong with that.
Now the engine light was still flashing, indicating a misfire. But what does the code reader say?
Oh, 3 faults. Oh no. I think we're gonna get 16 and 14 here. No, wait, 16, look, it's gone passive. It's gone to 14. Yeah, so 16's passive.
Ah, so that was from before.
So let me clear that. Ah, so it has gone to cylinder 14. Bentley coil pack. Yeah. So the Bentley coil pack's not working. But was our Bugatti coil pack failing, or was it not pushed all the way in?
So cylinder 16 is no longer misfiring. It's only cylinder 14 now, which has got the Bentley coil pack in. We've cleared the codes, and just to make sure that's right, we're going to read them again.
14, that's it, active. Okay, so now either we've got a faulty coil pack, or it wasn't pushed in all the way, it's worked its way out.
Well, then one thing to do. Put this one back in.
Let's put that one back in. I'm just stumped. But the thing is, if that one is faulty, we're stumped. We're stumped because
Where do we get one of these from?
I can't. Yeah.
Cannot find them.
So could it be just that the coil pack wasn't pushed all the way in? Now we're removing the Bentley coil pack and we're putting back in the one we thought was faulty. I've sprayed it with some silicone spray to help the seal slide down onto the spark plug.
That's ready to go back in. If this don't work now, what we're gonna do? All the coils are back in place. If it is a bad coil pack, we know we can't just order one from Bugatti. The car has to go there. And they charge 23.5 hours labour to change the coil packs. So all we can do now is hope that this is gonna work. And first start, there's no engine light. Sounds smooth. Okay, no engine light at the minute, but I think we got to drive it round, but we just got to secure a few things before we go and drive it round and make sure it's good. I think it just needs that initial boot, and then if we're putting load through that coil pack and it starts giving up, I think the coil pack's on its last legs, and we've really got to find where we can get a coil pack which will actually work. Let's test drive this, we'll button it up and we'll see how it goes. Off we go.
Oh.
We had no engine light.
No way, it was just that it wasn't pushed in properly.
It was working. I think it's it. I think it's done it.
No engine light.
I think it's done it.
As if that was the thing that stopped it.
Literally just must have just not been all the way pushed all the way down. Yeah, it's driving. It's driving. Okay. We need to put it all back together again. And the birds, look. The sun's coming up. The birds are out. And the Veyron should be fully done now. No misfire. The only light we've got on the dash is to do with the tyre pressure monitoring system. And that's part of the reason why we can't do 200 miles an hour, but we're gonna go and solve that in a couple of hours. We might just go get some sleep first.
Gone. You see beauty where I see loss. Lucid dreaming, losing what you love.
We've made it, finally, to Wheelmania in Evesham, where these guys will do all your wheel refurbs, any wheels, any alloys, literally anything. From my very first, well, one of the very first rebuilds, the Bentley Continental GT, they got wheels for, all the way now to a Bugatti Veyron. What is even going on? The next step to doing the top speed run are tyres, and of course I want to change the wheels as well. The TPMS light is on the dashboard, and with that TPMS light flashing on the dashboard, we won't be able to activate the speed key. So we're going to see now if there's a possibility of getting that off. It's going to be a tricky one. Let's find out. Now, back in 2006, the only way Bugatti were able to go over 250 miles an hour were with help from Michelin. They had to create a special tyre to handle those speeds, which were physically glued to the wheel and famously costing over 40 grand for the set. And even if you got to 253 miles an hour, the tyres would only last 15 minutes before they'd need to be replaced again. And on top of that, Bugatti advises to replace them every 18 months, regardless of how few miles the car's been drove. But now, times have moved on, and there's new technology, which has been used on the Bugatti Chiron. The wheels, I chose off a photo a while back, but I know I'm going to like them. What they're going to look like on a Veyron, I don't know, because I've never seen another Veyron with these type of wheels, and everyone's probably going to cry, I don't know. These are the new alloys for the Veyron, made by Vossen, in the correct sizes for the car. I'm so excited to fit these.
Yes, so this wheel mat, it's got extra intricate detailing.
Oh, it looks mega. Like literally a million times better than what's on the car.
I think it would make such a massive difference. I think having silver wheels as well instead of black.
Yeah, yeah.
So it transforms.
You know that how this is all brushed? Like, it's like how it is on the car with the door handles and the front grille. And this is a crazy thing, the TPMS thing, what is the deal with that? Because we know the TPMS sensors in a standard Veyron, they have batteries in there, and we know we haven't got them in the wheels that we've got at the minute. So what's in here?
So TPMS, we've fitted aftermarket TPMS. They have their own unique ID. On a normal car, we can put the car into relearn mode. The car then will learn the ID of the aftermarket TPMS.
Right.
On a Veyron, Bugatti are the only people who can put the car into relearn mode to learn the new ID of the aftermarket TPMS.
But we have heard a lot of stuff like that before. The only people that can do it 2 places in the world, that type of thing.
So my Armstrong's the third person.
Yeah. There is a chance we might be able to get the TPMS working. If we can, then it isn't a main dealer job. If we can't, it's a trip to Bugatti and £1 million down the line for opening the tyres up, TPMS.
The other thing we could have done, if we had the original wheels, we could have copied the IDs from the original TPMS.
Right.
And we could transfer them onto the new aftermarket ones.
But we don't have the original wheels.
Yeah.
So what about the tyres that we've had fitted to these wheels? We plan on going over 200 miles an hour. And are we going to be able to do that with these tyres?
Then now we've moved on, you can get tyres which do go over 200 mile an hour, which are used on the Chiron as regular tyres instead of the Veyron. But we've tried to get them.
Yeah.
And we can't get them.
So I spoke to Michelin direct.
Yeah.
They're unable to source them. No other wholesale in the UK has got tyres. So Michelin Pilot Sport 4S are what we fitted. This tyre is rated to a Y, which is 186 miles per hour.
Yeah.
When Y is in a bracket like this, it means it's been tested for speed over 186 miles per hour.
So somebody's gone over 186, but they're saying the safety range is 186 for normal people.
Yeah.
But we're not normal.
A Lamborghini Aventador SVJ is fit with the exact same spec. Obviously, as you know, that car can go above 186 miles per hour.
So basically, these tyres can go over 200 mile an hour, but it's if you dare. I guess we're going to find out.
Let's get these wheels on the Veyron. I'm excited for this. I'm excited. I know they're going to look good. Let's get them on.
Wheelmania have been with me from the very start, and now they're getting to fit wheels to my Bugatti Veyron. Whoever thought it'd get to this stage? And as a thank you, I want you to go and check out their video they made on sourcing these wheels and the journey to it over on their channel. The link's in the description.
This is it then. It's time to see the Veyron fully in its final stage now. Let's get it outside and we'll see exactly what it looks like with the new wheels.
Stop.
I've been seeing all the things I couldn't see, finding all the things I
Welcome back to another video on the Audi TT. Now start fine gritting it yet. And an S3 or Audi TT. There is a smaller one with a smaller bore. But welcome to another Saturday morning. This time on the TT. That looks flipping mental. Perfect. Boston wheels, fitted by Wheelmania. On the Veyron, 6 years of coming here, and then we got to a Veyron. That is mad. That is one good looking car. Cheers, guys.
So, we've got body panels, we've got the top speed key, we've now got the tyres, and we need no faults. And guess what?
No TPMS light. We've got a fully clear dashboard.
But that bit of luck is going to be a tough one to get.
What's just happened?
The transmission's left the chat.
The transmission can't have left the chat. What's going on? Well,
Look at my lights.
Oh no. Will it even start? We've broken down, love.
Yeah, it starts.
But it just won't go into any gear.
Oh, I've got no reverse. Got no reverse or anything, all the lights are on the dash.
How? Fuse gone?
No, because I can select gears.
Oh.
I just can't get reverse. With that gearbox, is that gearbox pump going off?
Still on. Still on. Still on.
It's got no gears at all now.
It's building so much pressure. Like, why would it do that? It's just drove it.
The pump's still going, isn't it?
It's just stopped now. And you ain't got any gears after all that?
Got nothing now, just got parked.
Oh my days.
Now remember, on this gearbox, in order to select gears, we need gearbox oil pressure. We changed the pump that builds up the pressure, but we kept the original accumulators in which holds the pressure. Because when we tested them, they all seemed like they were working fine. But at the minute, I've got no gears. So either the pump's not working, or the accumulators are not holding the pressure in order for us to shift gears. So I need to see what's going on.
The gearbox ain't right, is it? I don't think it's meant to. It's funny how all the gearboxes are going at this age now, innit? Leak valve, partial trans 1 and park, lock in rest position. Got a leaky valve, whatever that means. The second accumulator ain't building up enough pressure. I think it can't build up pressure and the pump's going mental now. So I think the accumulators must be knackered. 45 bar, look how quick it's dropping. 44, 44, 43.
It's going down really quick.
Yeah, both of them. It's like a valve stuck open or something. I don't know if I like this at the minute. It's doing my head in. Yeah.
I know for a fact that when you lose pressure in the one accumulator, it's designed to still get you home. So you should still be able to get like 1, 3, 4.
Yeah, I could, yeah.
So yeah, it'll only switch off the one side of your gearbox, but where you going?
I'm scared to burn the pump out, that's the issue, because the pump obviously comes on to try and keep that pressure up, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
Okay, let me ring them, I'll ring you back.
Legend. See you in a bit. Bye.
It sounds like these cars are just very problematic.
I think they've got an expiry date.
Yeah.
And I think it's around this sort of date because all
20 years old.
Yeah, it's
20 years old.
Exactly, isn't it? And like, is it because they're not being driven and are the ones that are not having problems, are they the ones that are not even getting out?
So it seems like one of our accumulators is not holding the pressure. First thing I wanted to check that it actually had gearbox oil to build pressure, and that was at perfect levels. But when we check it out on the auto, we can see one accumulator can barely hold 40 bar, and the pump activates at 45 bar to push the pressure up to 55 bar. So we've definitely got an issue. The annoying thing is, when you check this car out on Car Vertical, it comes back with a really good report. But maybe the alarm bells should have been ringing when the mileage almost comes to a halt after 2023. But other than that, everything looks good. I can even see a full timeline of the car on every time an ownership's been changed, it's had an MOT, or a number plate's been changed.
How's it looking now?
It's now decided to work. No lights and all gears.
It's quiet.
Yeah, it's
decided to work now and no lights on the dash.
You're lying. Well, let's get it off then, we'll carry on.
But I think maybe we just gave it enough time to build up pressure, because that second accumulator is still dropping. And remember, if you've checked a car out on Car Vertical which was in an accident, it's likely to show you photos of when the car was auctioned off at the car crash auction site. And lucky for me, the Veyron doesn't have any of that on its check.
The day in the life. I knew you were going to call me.
And with that, back to the studio.
Welcome back to the studio. In about 1 hour, we will have the back end completely off again and the quarter panel completely off again, because guess what, it's working again. But we're going to take the accumulators out, seal them all up, put them back in, because they're working again. But it could be a release valve getting stuck open, and then that's releasing all the pressure while it couldn't build up the pressure before. But it's worth just checking. I'm not going to drive it.
There's a lot of things because this car hasn't been out in a long time, so there's a lot of little quirky things coming here and there. I'm just really, really hoping that once this car is fixed, it's fixed, and then like when you're driving, it will just work. But I don't know. Let's get to the accumulators. See you there.
And remember to be checking your car out on Car Vertical with the link in the description box below, and use my discount code to save a bit of cash on that check as well.
The accumulators are out. The Bugatti is in pieces again. Now, I didn't think there was an issue with these before because when we were running the car, they were fine, but we don't know, after a couple of heat cycles, they could have failed. I've looked, the Volkswagen Lupo ones look exactly the same, but we've called them and they're on back order. We can't get them. We have a runway booked for tomorrow. We've got to get these running. Now that we've got all the lights off the dashboard, I really want to get it running, but this could be stopping us. Whether it's an accumulator, we don't know. But what I've also got out is a pressure release valve here. And when the pressure gets too high, it obviously opens up and relieves some of the pressure. There is a chance that this could be stuck open. And if it's stuck open, we're going to be losing pressure fast. So
all I'm going to do is open up this pressure relief valve and see if I can free anything up. Literally all that's in it is a little ball and a spring. And if any of them are trapped, it's going to be causing us issues. When the pressure builds up, the relief valve lets a little bit of flow of the gearbox oil back out of the accumulators and back to the reservoir, bringing the pressure down. But if that relief valve is slightly stuck open, we're going to be struggling to build pressure and the pump is going to be continuing to work.
There's no leak, there's no like fluid coming out anywhere, so it's got to be an accumulator fault. But it was only one of them, wasn't it? Let's put it all back, put a bit of lube in there, and then we'll run it and we'll test, see how long it holds the pressure for. I honestly don't know at this point. We did the same thing with the spark plugs.
So we're going to put back in the pressure relief valve and both the accumulators again. Hopefully we've freed something off in the relief valve, and I'm just going to put a little bit of sealant around the accumulators, just to eliminate any risk that they're actually leaking any air or anything else. And now we're going to see whether that works.
That's what I like. Okay, I think it's done a switch around. That number 2 is 52 and this one's dropped to 48.
Now before, the accumulators used to hold pressure up to 2 minutes before the pump had to kick back in to build back up that pressure. But now, one of them is barely holding up to a minute, and then the pump has to kick back in to build the pressure up. So it seems like one accumulator is really bad, and one is just bad.
Oh, look, the hero's here! Hello. How was your road trip?
Oh, that was terrible.
Let me see that. Way!
Furlongers had one accumulator in stock. This has got to be our answer.
Hoorah! We've got a new accumulator.
I'm changing this over.
Which one?
We've got to choose out of 2 bad ones. Like, we've got to choose the best one out of 2 bad ones, really, haven't we?
So I'm now putting in the accumulator from Furlongers and removing the worst one out of a bad bunch. Then we're going to have to try and source a new accumulator later. Once they're in, Liam timed how long it would take for the pump to kick back in.
1 minute and 37 seconds.
Yeah. Slightly better.
Which is a whole lot better, but is it going to be enough?
Okay, 1 good accumulator in, 1 4 out of 10 accumulator in. Is that going to be enough to go over 200 mile an hour in this car? Will the speed key work? Will these tyres hold out? Will the weather hold out? Will the car make it there? Let's find out in the next clip. See you there. Here we go. We've arrived at our runway of truth, Dunsfold runway, where again, more stuff is against us, but we will keep perceiving to do the dream of going over 200 mile an hour. It's a little bit wet. We're waiting for it to dry up. We hope it does dry up, but what we're hoping now is whether all of the ingredients that we've done in this video, the tyres, the speed key, the body panels, all add up to this getting into that top speed mode. We're about to find out. Let's get in the car and see if we can activate top speed mode. The weather seems like it's going to be clearing up, and we've done everything now. Body panels, made the top speed key, got the tyres on it, there's no fault codes, and we're finally at a runway. We just need that bit of luck that the weather will dry out and this speed key actually works. Complete stop. Car must be stationary and car on. Guess what? No fault codes on the dash at all. Close the door.
Do you think it's going to work?
I hope so. We get our Bugatti key and we're gonna give it a twist. And then we've got top speed mode! Get in! We've now unlocked the top speed mode with the Bugatti key. Wow. Okay. This is going to be scary once it dries out. Here we go. Right, we are in top speed mode. Wearing a helmet inside a Bugatti feels so weird. Like, this is so comfortable car, so much room, and like there's heated seats. And wearing a helmet with leather interior, I don't feel normal. Because the runway's a bit wet, I've never gone over 170 before. I want to build myself into it and see how we get on. It's my birthday tomorrow, and if I can go over 200 mile an hour for that, I'm going to be excited. Right, everything, tyres are a bit cold, let's warm into it. So the first one down the runway was just to gauge braking points and feel the car in. And everything was running smoothly. This is blocking my speeder. So I then turned round so it could set back up again when I come back. Oh no. We've got an issue. For God's sake, something don't want us to do it. Something is seriously broken. There was no faults on the dash. Nothing.
Guys, he's driving very slowly back, isn't he?
I think he's just having a leisurely stroll.
I hope so.
As long as he's driving that track, that's all we need, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're joking.
Gearbox has just left the track.
Oh my days.
I bet I didn't even put my foot down. The annoying thing, the car drove over 150 miles here to the location without a single fault. And now it dies. This car's just gone, isn't it?
Oh my god.
This car's gone.
I've got no words for that. We've gone here, we've tried this track for you.
It's something 100% didn't want this to happen. We've done everything and it got to the point of like coming to do it, it's dried out, and then like, will it even start now?
Oh my. Oh.
Okay, you don't want to stay on, that's a bad problem.
Oh my.
I don't even know at this point. We checked under the car to see if there's any leaks, but everything looked fine. I don't get it. It drives all the way here. It drives all the way. Whenever you go to do anything, it just brakes. Everything good?
Oh my god.
Something is seriously wrong here, lads.
Got no faults at all on the dash.
I feel like that is a sign. Because you drove it 3 hours here and it's been absolutely fine.
Everything when I bought this car made me want to like it, and everything that's happening to it makes me dislike it. Fuel pump control module, no signal or communication, passive. That's on fuel pump control module. Where's that?
I think I'd be the same.
And having to stay up till 4 AM every night to fix it to be able to drive it the next day.
For 10 minutes.
And then it break down again.
Yeah. Would you like a cuddle?
Do you know what? I might give a top speed run in
What,
that.
in my car, yeah?
Yeah.
Have a good time.
The good news is I found a fuel pump control module on eBay.
Oh my god. You won't even start.
Like a drug that I just can't deny.